Yeah, I've been patient, I've been locked in on the go. Let the setup come to me, that's the only way I roll. Never chase, never fold, keep it chill, keep control. Got that process in my veins, let the profits take a stroll. Woke up charts glowing like they know me well. Discipline a crown, yeah, I wear it proud. River keep flowing, I just follow the route. Not the same man daily, yeah, I'm leveling out. Treat the morning like a moment I've been built for. Wrist tight, mind calm, that's a real score. Everybody wanna flex what they think they know, but the river doesn't brag, man, it just shapes stone. If it's not my setup, I don't touch it, let it pass. Every force trade ends with me looking back. So I breathe in, breathe out, let the market do its dance. And the patience that I practice turn the future to my hands. Ain't the same as last week, whole new mind. Water in the groove, yeah, I flow in my time. Let the fear fade out, let the greed decline. I'm aligned with the grind, stay refined in the climb. Yeah, I've been patient, I've been gold. Let the setup come to me, that's the only way I roll. Never chase, never fold, keep it chill, keep control. Got that process in my veins, let the profits take a stroll. Woke up charts glowing like they know me well. Discipline the crown, yeah, I wear it proud. River keep flowing, I just follow the route. Not the same man daily, yeah, I'm leveling out. Show up, slow up, let the noise blow up. I don't fold up. Wave ride, same tide, every sunrise. Give me new eyes. Stone grind, long time, water carved lines. If you show up, no rush, no clutch, patience be the code that I go by. I don't chase wins, I chase discipline. Let tomorrow be tomorrow, I just settle in. Every loss is just a lesson that'll tighten my spin. Every candle on the chart make me better again. Yeah, I've been
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What up, chat? How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. What's going on? Happy Thursday. Ayo. What's up, Mike? How you doing, Froggy? What's going on? Kevin, what up? Tom, the plan is to make these XFAs last longer than 3 days this time. Good luck, Tom. Arnesis, what's good? Trading Academy, hey. Alistair, good afternoon. Happy 5 Lucid Thursday, boys. Indeed it is, Eddie. Thank you. Sakura, how you doing? Ronald, what's up? Ken, how you doing? Kay, what do y'all think the direction is? We are in a downtrend. Clearly. Do we get a bounce? You know, let's mark out some key levels and then see what happens at those levels, and then that's how we'll determine our our plan, trade plan. I see a little bit of 4-hour supply here. I'll mark out. Okay, let's move on down. I got no levels. I got no levels here. There's got to be something. Where are we at? 1, 6. Okay. Here's a little 2-hour demand. I knew I could find something. Maybe this too. We can mark this. Cheesy out of this. All right. How's that looking? Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, good. Good stuff here. Good. 15. All right. So, pretty good there on NASDAQ. What's up, Grizz? How you doing? How was your birthday? Managed to become eligible today with Lucid Flex for a payout after my second account with them. Great trading academy. Congratulations. Get that money. G-Man, how you doing? Slee, Hale, Fufu, how's going on? Oh, man. Finn, how you doing? Taryn, hello. Yuri, what's going on? Miguel, good morning. David, what up? Could see a bounce at 783 previous week low, says Griswold. Maybe we're bottoming out here for the open. For a little blast on the... Maybe up to... I have a key level. What is this? I don't... Oh, this is from a trend line, I think. This key level here. Around 900. Maybe we get a blast up there. I like an opening drive for the bounce. Pullback of sorts. I think that'd be nice. Mr. McConko, how you doing? Anthony, good morning. Joseph, what's up? Got a good birthday? Good, glad to hear it. Oscar, hello. Burl, equal lows on NASDAQ? Yep. All right, anyone over on Twitch? We got I'm the Beef over on Twitch. Did you get a new keyboard? I ordered it, yeah. I went with a Keychron, the Q6 Ultra. It looks slick ass. It looks real slick ass, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's real slick ass. So I'm excited about it. This keyboard, it's my Mac one. It's a little like, it's not that great right now. It's a little wobbly. So looking forward to the upgrade. All right, anyways, I posted in Discord, but I have 5 funded Lucid accounts. I was trading last night. I accidentally made money. So I was trading these 5 accounts, and then just with the trade copier, there's some like differences in the balances.
This is all wet and slick and it's ready to go.
And so I had to make some extra money in like 3 of the accounts. But then I made too much money because last night was kind of crazy. I made too much money. So then I actually had to lose money. And so then I was trying to lose money. So I put on an order. We were like moving down. So I put a buy order on to lose money. And the trade actually worked out. And I was like, oh, okay. But then I looked and it did it on the new Pro account. So it did it on this Pro 10 account that got activated while I was like still had Motivave open. And you know, I thought I had to close down Motivave to see the new accounts, but it got added to in my DOM. It was like the new default one. And so I took this trade where I was trying to lose money. I took it on the new Pro account and made money. So I would have been really disappointed if I accidentally took it on the new account and lost money. That would have been really frustrating. So I'm glad that it worked in my favor. Belric, I'm doing good. How are you? Jacob, what's up? New York session has been buns lately. I mean, look at this. This open, I think, concurs with your buns analysis there. This is... It does not seem like the market's open right now. Very dull. Let me watching VIX. VIX is looking nice and strong here, so that's good for the downside here. I thought it'd be much more interesting to get the pop off the open, but coming into my Jizu, it's a large Jizu. That's like it's 100 points about, so that's like a bit too large to be super helpful for me. I should probably change that. I don't really want a 100-point zone. See if I can narrow it down. All right, we'll do that. That'll be the Jizu. That's a little bit. That's 50 points or so. What's up, Riley? How you doing? Matt, good morning. What's up? Jevitate, what's up? How you doing? Riley making the switch over to MotiveWave this weekend. You've been using Sierra Chart, but you think it's time for MotiveWave? Well, I hope you like it. You know, I recommend staying on MotiveWave 6. I just downgraded last night, but I didn't have my heat map template, like this template. I didn't have it in the MotiveWave 6, so I decided not to use it for the stream this morning. But look at that Jizu hitting like money in the bank. Look at that fucking perfect hit on Jizu, man. Jizus don't lie, bro. I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. Danny, 50% there for your Lucid accounts. They're already funded. So yesterday I got to 50%, and then last night the new day of trading starts, so I pushed and got them funded last night and activated and ready to go. What's a Jizu? It's a green zone of opportunity. It's just, I just made it up. But there's zones that work well. It's usually a support and resistance zone or a wick zone, something like that. But it's an area I look for something to happen. Potential bounce or whatever. Rejection, whatever. It depends on where we're at. But all right, let's check out the heat map here. Decent buying, looks like maybe. So in the dictionary, it's in my dictionary, man. MFFU has the same thing nowadays. Oh yeah? Theirs is crazy. Little just click upgrade account and the funded account is instantly created. So impressive compared to where we were just a year ago. Yeah. Dang, Rachel. Katzen's calling me out. Look, I didn't say I had a pretty desk, man. I meant to say literally. Okay. Literally just click upgrade account. Yeah. The Lucid ones also, like I haven't traded MFFU in a minute, but the Lucid ones were very slick ass. Like it is a very fast, like pretty instantaneous dashboard update, and then you can click activate. Like so you know when I'm trying to lose money, because I'm monitoring my dashboard and it says, okay, I'm past the consistency rule because I made too much money on day 2. Then I can kind of see, okay, let's lose 200, see if I'm there and see if it'll let me activate. And then you get that real-time feedback. How's Gabagool? I mean, he's good. He like maybe broke off a little bit of his claw or something on our walk yesterday, so his paw was hurting him, and so I had to bandage him up. Right, I put the septic. Here it is. I put septic powder. If you have a dog that like their claws break, you know, that stops the bleeding. So I had to put that on him and then like wrap it, you know, with gauze. The man does not like to be, you know, he doesn't like to be manhandled, you know? So like, he doesn't like to be forced to do something, right? And so I'm like, I gotta like put this thing on him. And he like just goes, rah, 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 and like tries to like attack me practically. So, and then at night, I'm like, all right, you had it on long enough. Like I was gonna take it off at night. He just was not happy about that. You know, like he was mad about me taking it off, you know? So he just doesn't like to be like, you know, he just likes to be his own guy. But he's good though. Chesterfield's good. Did Lucid place any restriction on minis at all? Not that I know of. But I traded silver last night and it was crazy. It got my heart rate pumping. If I was wearing my heart rate monitor then, it would have been high. It would have been embarrassingly high. I first was feeling crazy. I took a mini on silver. This was before it really, this is before it started like really tanking. So this was like maybe like 6, I think. I don't know, like the boys were on the voice chat in Discord and I mentioned it. And I quickly just like moved to a little bit of profit. I made like $200. And then later, when silver starts dropping, here's VWAP by the way, key level. I'll be looking for a rejection here. Anyways, when it starts dropping, I'm like, okay, let me just try with a micro now. I tried a micro and it was moving so fast, like the micro was freaking me out. Like, luckily I made money on it, but like it was scary. Matt's back. Bought 763. Very nice. Sold 821 with 3 micros. Hell yeah. And here's VWAP key level as well. Let's see if we can, let's see if we can reject here. You got F trying to trade gold last night, just doing 2 micros and lost an eval in 3 trades. Wow. Treacherous. Yeah, that was my first time trading silver, and it was, whoo. Got the old ticker pumping, I tell you what. Manifest, your parents must be proud. Did you like the stream? You must have liked the stream. You think a touchscreen Mac could be great for video editing? No, I personally don't. Touchscreen's not faster than a mouse and a keyboard, in my opinion. I'm kind of old school. I'm like that millennial. I've seen that meme of the millennial when they have to make a big purchase, they like pull out their laptop instead of using their phone. That's me to a T. Except I'm like, I come to my desk here with my monitors and my keyboard and my mouse. Like, I don't like to do shit on my phone. I would never edit a video on my phone unless I had to. I'm just if you're good with quick keys and a mouse, then the touchscreen is gonna be so slow. And it's not the tactile control that you get way more precision with the mouse than you do with the touchscreen. So I think it's terrible idea. Getting a rejection here like I wanted. However, if we're strong, I would buy this pullback instead of selling it short here. So did I blow those evals? I did. I got new ones and then I passed. And they're fun. I'm funded now. So these are funded accounts. If you can see, it's pretty small. But if it says pro, then it means funded. And I got 5 of them. I did not take a long, no. The 575 is from last night. So you don't have Lightroom on your phone, Unc? I do have Lightroom on my phone. Because I'll use that to edit phone photos. Because it's really fast and I got my presets on there. But still, I'd much rather do it on a computer. If, you know, if I really cared about a photo, I would take it to a computer. How do you pass them so quick? Well, it's over leveraging is how. But so yesterday afternoon, I got to midpoint, right? Halfway. By the time 5 p.m. opens up with futures again, that's day 2. So you can trade that night. And with instant activation, you know, you can pretty much pass in a few hours starting from scratch. I did that before with, I think I did that with like Top Step, except they didn't have that quick of activation, but it's still like possible to just to grab that. Yeah, okay, that was the pullback, I guess, to 55s there. That's crazy. I've been working on this first prop assessment for a month. Rob, that's totally fine. Watch my series if you think if you feel a type of way about that, because I'd spent 11 months on my first trying to pass. So I highly suggest taking your time. It's just once you've developed a bit as a trader, then I think you don't want to waste too much time in evals. So if you want to push and you don't mind spending a little bit more on evals in case you blow them to save time, then that's up to you. And then I think that's a fine choice. That's what I do. But if I was being if it was like, if the cost of those evals was like a precious amount of money, I would take them a little bit slower. I don't want to have to reset those. Yeah, so these are funded. I try to keep everyone updated on Discord. So that's like the easiest way for me to keep in touch with people off stream. And we're all waiting on Armando's Motive Wave template that he said he'd put together, because he has a really clean Motive Wave screen, I guess, that I really want to have for myself. So Discord, it's a good place to be. Digital Nukes, what's up? Did you get your payout, man? No, Twitch? I should be on Twitch. Is this not streaming to Twitch? It says I'm streaming to Twitch. Yeah, I'm on Twitch. Parshav's there. Parshav says, parents being proud. What's that like? My parents are Asian. Damn, bro. The stream's up. Digital Nukes. I just went to it. Dan, what'd you say your eval pass rate is these days? Maybe like 30% of them I pass. Just kind of depends on like if the price action, if I'm in like if it's good price action, which in my opinion I have not enjoyed the price action lately. So if it's good price action, I tend to just pass them quick and it's not a big deal. But when price action gets a little garbagey, like I feel like it's been, then that's when I'm like taking a while. 418 lots hitting the bid there on ES. Right under VWAP there on ES as well. Nas just sitting on it. Can you tell me what we're waiting for? Yeah, sure. I mentioned maybe a pullback long. I was not ready to buy 850s there. Now we're kind of stuck at VWAP. So I'm waiting for more direction. Like if we top out here, I wouldn't mind shorting. If buyers look good, we can get the push to 25K. I think fairly easily. We're not that far away, only about 80 points. So basically, buyers can push us out of here. Trade would be something like this. That would have to be on micros. 15-minute chart is gnarly for uppies. I mean, it's not that bad. Like that was a nice close, you know, that move to VWAP. We do have this swing low here, but then we have 25K, which seems like a good place to check before we head lower to me. Cumulative delta kind of moving lower at the moment, so we might not have the juice to get up there. What's up, Senna? How's it going? Wolf, you'd watch 005 for a rejection. So 25 005 or no? 929 2490. No, 25,000 005, right? That makes sense. To the downside if we close. Stay above long. Is that what you mean, Wolf? Is 25,000 005? That's got to be it, right? Yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah, I think it's a good area. I got that my 4-hour supply right there. Good key psych level. I mean, I kind of like it. Dan, let's get a big fat paycheck this week. Let's do it. I ain't stopping. I ain't stopping until I get a payout on 5 accounts. That's my goal for February. There we go. Okay, I like 25K now. As long as we don't just reject VWAP on ES. Well done, Froggy. Arshaf, you're not happy with ES? What did it do to you? Take your money? Alright, VWAP may offer us a little pullback here if we still like it. Could be a long entry. Uh-oh, 68.82 is Miguel's level. Might see a rejection. Well, we're 2 ticks away from that, so I know better than to not ignore Miguel. I mean, I'm more paying attention to cumulative delta. I mean, look at that divergence there. Moving ticking higher and CVD's ticking lower. Yeah, Parsha. I mean, I don't think you're really supposed to trade it right now. I mean, the way Carmine did, if you want to know about Carmine, he got long at 68.61. He's targeting 68.80. He's targeting 19 points. He was able to sell half, I think. No, he did not get a fill. He did not get fill at 68.80. Called absorption, sir. Yes. Got any news today? We had jolts? We got jolts in 5 minutes. Is that the wasn't that delay? Is that the delayed one from? Was it Monday or Tuesday or whatever? What other times do you look for trades? Do you mean time frames or just like times a day? Because time frames I look at, I start on the daily to mark levels, but for our intraday, at the 1 minute, the 15 minute, and the 5 minute. All right, see if we can bounce off here. Swing high from 730. Down 180, you're up 750. Well, if you're up 750, why'd you're in one day or what? Oh, on the year. That's all right. Trade LN session. What's LN, late night? I don't trade other sessions really. I mostly just trade New York. Last night I did some trading, but that was just to pass these. But normally I just trade the first maybe 2 hours in New York and then I'm done. Grizz, I didn't know. Oh, I forgot you're on Lucid. You did tell me that. Is that a funded Lucid now, Grizz? And you passed your top step eval? GG's, man. Were you shorting this move? Don't you know the city of Los Nuevos? I don't. Nice, Grizz. You got a DC from Rhythmic? What does that mean? The hell does that mean? What in tarnation? Disconnected? Is that what that means? Man, you kids just love your friggin' abbreviations so much. Like, you can't just type out the word. You got 500 Lucid? Yep, I do. Let's go. Going for day one here. Here's at 800 level here, so a nice 100-point move off VWAP. I guess, I'll look to see if we get a little pop for a lower high or something. And then grab that short maybe. Greg, you trade on, you don't trade on tech analysis, you trade on via Riz. I like it. Let me know how that goes. Boomer Dan didn't know DC. No, because I don't fucking talk to 15-year-olds on Call of Duty. I hang out with people my own age who can spell. SMH. DC is normal. Okay, look, here's the thing. There's some context, right? First of all, no one I talk to says DC, because why would they? We're not I'm not doing online gaming or whatever it is. And the amount of abbreviations in trading alone, you know, makes me think trading related. Down 150K on the year, but I still believe. Nice. Do you realize I was fucking graduating college when you guys were fucking in kindergarten or something? So like, yeah, there's an age gap. And guess what? I'm so glad I grew up when I did and not with fucking cell phones in my freaking pocket in high school. It's gotta be a freaking disaster, man. Don't get me yelling at clouds, because shit, you guys are fucking cooked. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. But that's just the way it is. It's cooked. I'll give it to Parshav though. That guy can sit down and watch a 3-hour long movie from like the 40s. I don't think anyone else his age can do that. Even I mean, even I can hardly do that. So. How old is Dan? I just said I'm 37. Well, no pop here for me to short, really. What's up, Botan? How you doing? We don't really have debates, really. We just kind of give our ratings for the... You know, I don't think we ever debate a movie. Holy unk. Here's the thing, man. You're either going to be 37 one day or you're going to die prematurely. So you better fucking hope you turn 37 one day. And then you can be an unk too. And guess what? It's way better. It's way better than being... I'd much rather be 37 than 22. Top 3 directions. Yes, I didn't answer because fucking I've been... Dude, you don't know how busy I've been. I pretty much haven't... Like, look. I have like 3 jobs right now. Software is very confusing. You think about MotiveWave, it's if you're coming from like a web-based browser, it might be confusing, but compared to other desktop-based platforms, I think it's super intuitive. I made a video though, a good walkthrough for MotiveWave 6 if you want to check it out. I think you'll find it's not that bad. There's a few quirks to it, like a few things that make it like a little bit different, like their analysis and stuff like that, but watch my video. I'll post a link to it because it'll help you get set up. There's the link for the MotiveWave video. So watch that, and I think that'll get you sorted. No, my excuse, Parsha, was like when he messaged me, like, I don't know if it was on the weekend or at night, like off hours. Like I'm not really... I had to think about it, you know, and I'm like, I got so many other things cooking around in my brain. Like I was working till like 10:30 p.m. last night, you know, so. Top 3 directors, I don't even know, man. I really don't know. I don't have, like, David Fincher, I would say, is one of my favorites. I'm trying to think of a director where I'm just like, oh, I gotta go see his movie. I'm not sure there's a director that you know, I've seen like pretty much every Wes Anderson movie, but you know, he's gotta, you know, they're not my favorite movies, but like if I looked at all my favorite movies, they're all from different directors, so. I wake up to 5 to 10 messages from Parsha. Same, dude. 10:30. That's wild since pensioners usually go to bed at like 8 p.m. Like I said, you know, it's funny. I'm sure there's a few people in their 60s in chat here. And they're like, this dude's only 37. He needs to shut up. 37's young. That's what they're thinking. Well, up and down there, you know, would have been nice to get a short at the key level in VWAP. It was a sloppy chop there, and we, you know, kind of wicked higher. So I think that was a more challenging short. And then, you know, I wanted a little pop to short that, and we didn't get one. We stacked and red candles on the 1 minute. So Dan, being able to spell isn't the flex you think it is. I'm not saying it's a flex. It's just a basic human skill of communication. Does your bones hurt at 37? Yeah, dude. Honestly, sometimes. I literally threw my back out, you know, 2 weeks ago. I was like, I could not stand up for the rest of the day, literally, without being in severe pain. It's wild. The age obsession is weird to me. I don't remember it being a thing 20 years ago. Well, we're more connected now than ever, I think so. It's like what I was saying the other day, the height thing. That wasn't a thing. Everyone's so obsessed with height. Like, dudes were so insecure about height. And of course, we've always had short kings. We didn't call them that, but there's always short people who like kind of overcompensated with their personality or like weightlifting or something. But now people are so obsessed with height. And it's just like, dude, it's not, look, you're the height you have. Like, your personality is way more important than your height. You can't just be tall and have no personality and just make that be cover for everything, you know? It's only going to get you so far. It's very superficial. Random question, but do you drink? Rarely. I haven't had a drink in like a year, probably. Weightlifting didn't exist back in your day. All right. Come on. We live in a cold world. I'm lucky I'm tall for a Mexican, says Grizz. Well, tall for... I won't get into it, but I mean... Height doesn't matter unless you're 6'7". Dude, I'm honestly, look... Would I have had more fun playing basketball if I was, like, really tall? Yes. But I wouldn't have made it to the NBA, and the rest of my life I'd be, like, really uncomfortable on airplanes. So I'm glad I'm not, like, crazy tall. All right. Well, I would like to see move to 600. Again, I would like. Don't want to just short lows really. It's the tallest person you've seen IRL. Well, I went to school with number one draft pick in the NBA, and he was like 7'1", Greg Oden. That dude would like duck to get into classrooms pretty much, and I would see him on the bus, and he would be crammed, you know. Crammed in there. Yeah, he was like 7 foot in high school. That is tall, Grizz. That's really tall. Yeah, I went to school with him. So he and Mike Conley were the same class and on the basketball team. I didn't really hang out with kids on the basketball team, but I did have a class with Mike Conley. He was just a quiet, nice guy, and then, both him and Greg were quiet and nice. They weren't like super jockey, you know. Yeah, it was a big. My high school was a big basketball school. Like we won the state championship 3 years in a row when I was there. I didn't go to a single game because I was an emo kid, but that's beside the point. They were big on that was what they're known for. No fun, Daniel. Well, dude, just going to a basketball game in high school wasn't my idea of fun. Robbie went to school with Denzel Valentine. If you follow basketball, I don't follow basketball that closely, so I don't know the name. But he dunked on you in gym class. I mean, if he's in the NBA, I believe it. I believe it, man. Gonko, you got some green? Nice. You taught a kid to run in the Olympics last summer? That was cool. Nice, Eddie. Do you think my old teachers are like, yeah, I used to teach this kid who live streams on YouTube? I don't think so. No trades yet for me, Senna, this session. Trent says not to one up everyone, but I won best balloon animal in 2006 in your high school. Look, I think it's great that you have good special education system that you're able to participate in, man. I think that's great. Good for you. Did you see Apex halted commodities trading? Yeah, I did see that. I made a snake. Oh man, how am I supposed to short this? That's the pop. 700. That's it. It's crazy how many athletes, Grizz, get taken out by like a knee. Usually, I feel like it's almost always a knee injury because you're never as fast, right? I feel like it always does a number on you. So many people, injuries just take them out before they can make it anywhere. Where'd you get short, JR? That's pretty nice. Yeah, I tell you, Pete from One Option, who we've had on the stream, he's been wilding out. Yesterday, he took a short on NASDAQ, and I don't know if you remember, we had like a bounce, so he must have been down a lot of points, but he has like, he's an OG, he's an actual unk, and he had conviction in the trade, and so then when he added to the trade as it moved back down, and I think he had like 460 total, on 460 basis points or whatever from NASDAQ yesterday, which was just crazy. But anyway, he shorted ES today, and before the bounce, and then he added to it. So he's in with a 68.48 average. Looking for an exit here at 15. So Pete's been. He kind of go when he trades futures. He kind of just freaking. He's got like that experienced trader confidence, where it's just like he doesn't worry about, he was down. Well, like he was down 50 points on it at one point or something. Yeah, he's short of 41s on ES. So however, what did we top out at 80? So he's down like 40 points on it, and then he waited for it to come back. That's Pete from One Option, who I've had on the stream before. Dan is so old that he trades Dow Jones and bonds off stream. Now, how dare you say that? I would never. Imagine you shorted the open and held through that. That's what I'm saying. That's what Pete did. That's crazy. Because he's looking at like a daily chart, you know? He knows what he wants to see, and he'll take that. He'll take a loss if he needs to. But his winners, man, his winners can be massive. Something to aspire to, honestly. Very nice. Yeah, 30-point gain on 2 times his position on ES. That's pretty sick. All right, VIX is coming up to a key level, 2110 or so. I've had this marked out for a while. Gotta keep an eye on that. Luhan, you have the same level of confidence, but you don't have the experience, nor are you right. Miguel says 6812 is my next level. Dude, you called that short too. Didn't you call that top? 2 ticks away from that 82 level. Sick. Dan trying to buy NAS with shillings. Dude, you're too British, man. Translate that to American for me. Did your trade sinker bug out? No, this is I mean, it always. I would say the trade sinker slippage has kind of been annoying, but I think it's just a hazard of the, copy trading occupation. But this is just from last night. I was telling a story about how I was trying to pass these evals. I had 2 of them passed, and I activated them. And then I was trying to lose money on the other 3 because I made too much money for the consistency rule. And so I took a trade where I was trying to lose money, and I accidentally made money, and I accidentally traded the new activated pro account, the funded account, instead of my eval, because after I activated it, like switched in the DOM. It switched to like the pro account without me knowing about it. Anyway, so yeah, that's the difference there. And then I, was trying to do another trade, and I accidentally took it on this other account. So yeah, just kind of like user errors there. So I made like a couple hundred on that one accidental trade where I was trying to lose money. And then I was like, well, all right, I have like a little buffer to play with here. So I took a couple more trades on that account last night. All right. VIX getting that rejection at 2110, as I mentioned. I'd be interested to see if we reject 700 again. Is your pullback to go short? Yeah, that could be it right there. That wick test right there. That could be the short. Problem is, again, this is as it's been kind of all week. These are pretty large candles. Yeah, something happened to me before. I don't know what it was, Grizz, but I did start down 1K, and it was like a platform issue, and I think it was on TopStep accounts. It was something where, no, it was My Fun of Futures, I think. I don't remember what exactly happened, but it was like, I was really pissed. And I think I just lost those accounts. Look at the scale on my y-axis here is so misleading to me because just this to this, that's 100 points. I feel like normally with this kind of scale, that's maybe a 40-point move. So it's really misleading if you're not paying attention to the actual numbers. Mark out the 50% level of this 15-minute candle here. We get the pop there. That could be a good short. Yeah, JR, I wanted to short that level too. It's a key level based off a longer term trend line, and it was VWAP, and it was the 900 level. So like, I was kind of, that's what I wanted off the open, was that pop to that level. But the kind of consolidation around there, I like the cleaner rejections. And so, yeah, that was hard to catch. I think I would consider a short at this 50% level. We stop above the 100 level. Looking for like 500. So it'd be a big trade if I could get the move. Did you congratulate me on my new ceramic cooktop? I was on the toilet. I did actually. Yeah, I'm sorry you missed that. I threw some confetti and everything. You want me to skip the song, Luhan? It's a bop, man. Yes, it's a bop. I both love and hate it. Don't you dare skip it. All right. Dang, JR, that was a slick ass trade, bro. Very nice. That's crazy. An hour and 22 minutes, man. Very good. Very good. Wait, that math isn't mathing, right? 950. So that must have been a different trade. Either way, very good trade. I'm not sure I'm gonna get the move when I want it. I'd prefer it on this section of the pullback here. So I'm gonna cancel that limit order. This might be the drop here. Uncle Dan, what does it mean when the market consolidates in the GZoo? Why'd you code the algorithm this way, Uncle Dan? I was paid a lot of money by entities I cannot disclose to make the algo do things in a way that would take retail's money. unless you know the secrets to the Jizu, which you can get in my new one-on-one mentor session, available for $49,999. UncleDanStraightenLineCourse.com. I'll teach you about the ways of the algo. Justine, this is the second time you got to pay out, then breach the next day. So frustrating. Well, it's hard when you don't have that much drawdown. I do that almost every time I've done that, and yeah, it sucks. If you remix music, can you play it or you still get copyrighted? Well, you probably still get copyrighted. I mean, you still have to clear it to remix it. Do we also need to be kidnapped in the process to learn the way of the Jizu? Well, no, I got kidnapped for you, so you don't have to. But if I disclose too much, I'll probably get kidnapped again. There's a lot of dark money that doesn't want you guys to know about the Jizu. So I'm risking a lot. So at the very least, you know, go to propfromgorilla.com for all your prop firm needs and use the code on the site to help support my efforts and so I can pay for some private security. Because these guys don't play. Play the intro song. I need to get pumped up. Let's see. You could be my security. You've been working out. I don't know. You're only 5'11". I don't know. I want security who's taller than me. Any take on volatility, especially ES? You mean just like the volatility lately? I mean, I got no take on it, really. It just is, you know? He's in Parshop, your private security. I mean, he's on the roof holding the antenna. You might as well give him some binoculars while you're at it. Oh, man, I forgot about that antenna thing. Stocky like a pit bull. Nice. Yeah, Micah or Mitch. Sorry, Mitch. No take especially on it. I mean, yeah, it's been a bit wild. Yesterday was terrible for me. It's really hard if you're trying to trade regular size, you know, and it's gonna probably run you over. Flush here looks really good. I really wish I was short. It's Mike. Okay, that's easier. The H is throwing me, man. I guess it's the first half of Michael, maybe. I could stop above 614. That's a lot. I'm short. I just think I'm going to flush here, so I got to get in on this. Don't bounce, please. Don't bounce. That'd be very rude that'd be very rude when I'm chasing this. How dare you? How dare you bounce when I specifically asked you not to? I'll take the stop. Okay. That's what I get. That's what I get for chasing. That's deserved. Okay. The market slapped me saying, don't do that. Stop chasing. I got that prior support. Yeah, well, look, ES is making new lows, though. And I still feel confident we're going to flush. I just should have waited for a better entry or got in earlier. I mean, I knew what I was doing. I knew that it was selling the lows. Like, I'm not blind, but I thought that the timing was gonna be pretty key there, and I would get the flush and not have to worry about it. Supposed to short the pops with fixed SI. Yeah, I mean, easier said than done. These pops to me have been kind of gross, right? So even if you short 39s, we then wick to like 64, you know? So it's like, it's pretty tough. It's got to be like small, I think smaller size and larger stops. Yeah, cumulative delta just grinding higher there. Just on ES though, really. I'm not trading options, Luhan. All right, here's 600 level again. I think I'll still short 70s if I can get the pop there. I'll throw the order on just in case there's a quick move. What's the best Lucid account and why? It just depends on the kind of trader you are. I like Lucid Flex because I don't like a buffer. I just like getting my 5 days at $150. That's what I like to focus on. I don't like to worry about so much about the amount that I need in the account. So that's why I prefer Lucid Flex. If you're the kind of trader that like tends to get a funded account and like can run the balance pretty high, you can get it going, then Lucid Black could be good for you. I think we're gonna get the flush. I really do. That's why I shorted the lows earlier. I prefer we bounce here so I could try to get in, but I don't know. No, don't short. I'm gonna long there and pump the market up. Trust me, bro. Does Flex or Black have a higher payout cap? Black does. Because the payout cap, Senna. I hope you hit, Dan. Maybe you could pay me September's invoice. No, dude, you ain't get paid on that. Wasn't your biggest rule not to marry your bias? That's not, I mean, yeah, that's a big rule. Why am I fixating on the market? We're in a downtrend, motherfucker. That's what the markets are doing. We popped up to VWAP and couldn't do shit. Now we're flush. We just moved however many fucking points. We moved almost 300 points or something. That's not me, 200 points. That's the market. I'm not marrying shit. We're in a steep decline on the 10p. The VIX is making new highs. We're gonna flush. I guarantee it. Long here would be that's a hero long. You're saying, oh, we stopped there, so now we're here again. That's stupid because you have no evidence of that. There's literally everything is pointing against that. Literally, ES is not even double bottoming. It's just NASDAQ. And once it breaks, it's going to snap. What about this looks like a long to anybody? Tell me. Tell me about this. Fucking, it's hard to see with all my lines. Very, very strong downtrend. You need, I mean, look. In order to flip to the long side, you need to have evidence of that being a likely outcome. We don't have evidence of that. It's just you're just hoping that a chart pattern plays out. We're not limiting closer to the bottom of demand where previous demand becomes resistance. Like this Jizu here. Well, it's because I want the pop. I mean, I still want to see a pop higher that. And because the wicks are the way they are, like they're massive, that's a 50-point wick. I'm looking for that, the pop. I don't really think I'm gonna get filled, but we'll see. I know you're not long, but you're saying if you legitimately think I'm marrying my bias because I want a short, then you're crazy. If you're just playing, that's fine, but no, I'm not pissed off. I'm just you have to realize there's no tone really in text-based chat. So if you're being serious or not, I don't know, but I mean, it's good for anybody to freaking, I don't know, hear what my thought process is. I don't mind doing it in a loud way sometimes. Right, I'm going to cancel this order here. I'm not angry. All I'm saying is you stick with your bias until you have reason to believe otherwise. Now, I don't mind a long when, you know, we break some structure or something to the upside. I would prefer to see one last like kind of capitulation, little knife. All right, getting close to where I was interested in shorting, but this is decent now. I mean, that's decent buying. Got 5.5 minutes left on the 15-minute. All right, here's the plan. Let's say break and hold, maybe into the 680s. Be what I would want for the upside. Just move through my level. Let's go ahead. The limit orders to short there is it's too strong of a buyout. That hero long was, I mean, like I said, he was a hero long. But that obviously would have paid. It's 100 plus points there off the lows. All right, so 80s. Let's see if the 80s hold here. Ethan, you lost your accounts yesterday, but with the Tradeify error, Tradeify is undoing red days. Is that? I mean, that's nice. Did you lose it in the window in which they're undoing them? That'd be nice. It happened to me at one point where I lost accounts and then because there's an error, they gave them back. What's up, Bam? I'm good. Love your videos. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, 700 level incoming. I don't think I can look for shorts at the moment because that Bible was a little too strong for me to want to short it. That would be marrying my bias. Yeah, I took one trade. I tried chasing earlier. Yeah, your aegis size way down. Like I'm set to trade 3 micros, which is pretty small. Well, where's your original store? I don't remember where you got in. I mean, honestly, before we move higher, I would like to see it, the capitulation flush, like at least to 500. That'd be nice, and that would feel like that would screw up a lot of people here who got long. Like it's a little trickier, you know. Honestly, the limit I had, I think it was stop above 700. So I mean, honestly, if I left that limit around, it'd be good. Let's see. Yeah, VIX is still staying up there. ES, I mean, got a little bit of a bounce, but kind of just topped out at equal highs there. You know. So, I mean, we might just get that flush finally. Again, very, very quick 100 points just now. That was 700 like 2 minutes ago, and now we're at 596. This is hard. It's honestly hard when the movements are this big. If you are not sized appropriately and don't have wide enough stops and stuff, it's tough. Yeah, Chicken, I would agree. I don't really have a ton of confidence either right now. Mainly because like yesterday was tough. Like it's like every single one of my trades was just not happening. That's why I like this 50% retracements, guys. This is why I had that idea for the limit sell here. It's a very strong one. There's a nice heavy close on like a 15-minute candle, 30-minute candle, hourly candle. Mark out 50% of that level and see if sellers reload there. In which case, in this case, they did. You know, I think I had a short on it at 73 and stop above 700. You know, obviously wish I left that on, but look, I can't. It's hard to ignore a nice buy up off a double bottom, you know. But right now, VIX is putting in, well, it's like at the highs. I'd like to see if ES can get the drop here. Bring NAS with it down to 500. And then see if we can recover that at all. Kind of frustrating. All right, so maybe ES is getting its double bottom now. Let's find out. Could be a higher low on NASDAQ. Kind of double bottom there on ES. I think, honestly, I think either seems likely here. A bounce here seems decent. The flush to 500 seems reasonable as well. Honestly, I don't hate the long though. Nice job, Jim. Stop is under 70. Damn. It's too much of a toss up right now. Kind of want the short. How much evals you spent on? How much money you spent on evals? I'm gonna tally it up at the end of the month with the payouts. This year I'm keeping a spreadsheet, so it'll be ideally easier for me to keep track. All right, I'm trying this here. Shit. It's too easy to accidentally remove your bracket orders on Motivave. Let's see if I can get the flush. Oh, man, these candles are fucking crazy. They're so fucking crazy. It's really annoying. That's a massive I mean, that's 55 points there in like 20 seconds, you know? It's crazy. Do not move lower off this. Do not move lower. Oh man, that'd be brutal. And man, Q day, yeah, I mean, I'm trading micros and still a lot of losses there. Feels tough, you know, feels tough. You're trading Lucid with 5 accounts, you're up, and it wouldn't let you close your positions and end up blowing 5 accounts. What platform were you on? Any idea how it's possible to have those 50 points in 20-second moves? Well, there's the thin books. If the books are thin, you can get just like a nice little burst of volume that could just flush through levels, you know. You're on Ninja, was this yesterday? If you're on Ninja yesterday, there's some issues. I mean, I think they're going to rectify some of the issues from yesterday. It was today. You know, unless it was a straight up like a system-wide error, I don't think you're going to be in luck, just because I've had issues with platform or copy trading, and, when you're copy trading, it tends to be like things happen and you can't get out for whatever reason, and they usually don't give that back, Fuck. Getting decent payouts. Yeah, I mean, I had a nice one a couple days ago. I got 3,600. Got 2,000 on Lucid at the end of last week. So yeah, doing pretty good. From Lucid, I think I've done. I can look it up. Yeah, I've done about a little over 2,000, 3,000 on Lucid. All right, if we hold these lows, I'm going to get long. If we get a flush and a buy up, I'm going to get long. Put in a little bit of a higher low here, I'm going to see if I can get long. You trade differently on your past accounts. I trade a little bit more conservatively than I do on evaluations for sure. But sometimes it's not the best. There's a fine balance, I think, with funded accounts where you don't want to be too precious with them, in my opinion. You want to be careful with them. You want to hold on to them, but you don't want to be like scared and nervous to trade them, because that's not good. That doesn't help anything. All right, watching here, see what happens. It's crazy how fast these stop outs are. What's my hold time in trades today? Like the 20 seconds, and I'm giving them more room, 30 plus points, but that's not enough. All right, let's see if we hold these lows here on, yes. Okay. I'm long. Trust the longs? I don't trust anything, to be honest with you. Yeah, I know, Luhan. I know. I know. Gonna reject 655. Don't say that, Wolf. I need a win, man. I need this. I'm at break even. It moved literally 45 points in my direction. Can you imagine that with a mini? It's so fast. Kobe, you shorted as soon as you longed. As soon as I longed. I mean, I don't know, man. I have no idea. This is challenging to trade, in my opinion. I think in a lot of people's opinion, not just mine. I'm hoping that's the lows for now. I don't know though. Just ES has been kind of holding that level, and then NAS a little higher off the lows there. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a turnaround. Question is, do I stay at break even here? I'm up, 50 points. Do I try to take at least $100 off this if this pulls back again, or do I want to stay in it? I mean, honestly, I do kind of want to stay in it for now, but I don't trust this market for a second. I think I'll take 15 points here. Look at that. Look at that jab. That's crazy, man. It almost stopped me out, and maybe it will here. That's a crazy ass candle. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm kind of tired of this volatility. This is a little too much for my liking. Push off here, push off. Pump up the jams. Pump, pump, baby. Let's go. Blew your account. Sorry to hear that, Makonko. It's tough. The small size is key. It's gonna get me here. I'm gonna move it back down a little bit here. Give a little bit more room. Fuck, dude. Sucks ass. So, look at ES. ES is kind of being a problem here. Makanka, I would just slow down, Like don't worry. You got just I don't know how long you've been trading, but just I think the focus is not on payouts. Even though it seems obvious, like the focus is just like, all right, how can I be better at trading? Or, like, is this an environment where I can get better at trading without spending too much money? It's really hard. No doubt about it. $600 to 600 hold here. I might try it long again. I'm hoping that ES can kind of lift off here. I'll take a little paper cut there. See if I can get it a little lower. What, Wolf, you still want to see, you still waiting for that break of the lows? I mean, it could happen. VIX is really staying elevated here. And look at cumulative delta. Cumulative delta is just cranking higher and we're not moving higher. So I mean, the flush seems like a good idea. I've been waiting for it for a while though. So I don't know anymore. One prop from just went under. Like not one I paid attention to, but I don't remember what they're called. But they just closed up shop this week. What were they called? I don't remember what they're called. All right, let's see if we can go now. See if we can go lower. ES has been so stubborn here. Well, Funding Ticks did that a couple weeks ago. Tick Trader, they're pretending like they haven't gone under. I don't know why they keep acting like they're not doing anything. I mean, they're acting like they're not under, but they, by all accounts, they seem like they've gone under. So I don't know. TickTick says they didn't go under. They say, oh, we're just setting up like a new partner for the platform and the broke whatever. They haven't paid Eddie all his money, $9,000 or whatever. And they just say coming soon. And it's been like, what, 2 months or something? So I don't really believe them. It feels like they're just like waiting long enough for people to forget about them, and then they'll fade away, you know? What's up, Lupac? How you doing? You trading metals? It's gonna be metal. All right. So it's a flush or a bounce? Do I sell my TickTick accounts? No. Yeah, you're 9K to your bank plus live with a 10K account. That's what you should have. That's dirty, dude. They bet. I have like the slightest sliver of hope that maybe they'll try to make things right. I think they had like literally physical trading locations. I mean, that's what they said. But I don't believe it. They didn't deny the payout. They said, "Oh, we're working on getting a new platform, whatever." And they just were delaying with bullshit reasons. Kind of a hero long here. I mean, I'm tempted to grab it again, but don't really want to rack up too many losses. Trying to catch this bounce, you know. Man, this sucks. Still think right now I have no idea, but I think the flush. I think the flush looks too juicy. Like I mean, just looking at cumulative delta, see all that absorption there as cumulative delta climbs higher. We just hug the lows. VIX is literally threatening a push higher here. I think we're gonna. Excuse me. I think. I again, no idea, but I think the flush just seems too. It's too juicy. I kind of want to put a short on and take a pee break because I have to pee. And why the not? 600s stop at 613. It's a ways away. That's a 45-point stop. Can I get in a little higher? Can I get in closer to 600? There we go. Maybe I can. Something like... But I'm also really scared of a bounce too, to be honest with you. Hey, I'm gonna try this. I'll go take a pee break. I'll be right back. Looks like I wanted too high of a price there for that fill, huh? Would have been good if I could, yeah, the P break would have, would have been in the green there, at least for now. I don't really want to short down here. Oh, man. I think I just gotta let it fudge without me. There's a jab. Is that it? Is that it? Is that really gonna be it? And then a push higher. Short now, damn man. I can't. That seems like such a fake out. I mean, if it is a push to through 600, there's no way I could short that anymore because it feels like a fake out, and it acts like a fake out. You know. This is challenging. This is challenging price action for sure. I don't know how many times I could say that. It's tough. 50.1 minute candle. It's still going, man. It's like an 80.1 minute candle now. Yeah, I feel like so many people wanted that flush too, so it ain't happening. Just gotta buy now, I guess. Fuck. That's what I'm thinking now. I'm thinking move higher. Just because it feels very fake outy to me. Did not sweep. I mean, we did put a new low in barely on ES at 01. NASDAQ did jab a couple points lower. All right, so I'm not going to get in there. All right, here we go. There's the pump. It's going to be some fast-moving candles. Say Katzen. It's a fake out? You think it's a fake out to the long side now? I don't know, man. I mean, it's a convincing fake out to me. But let's see if we put in a lower high here. I don't know. Should I short this? What do the higher time frames look like? Yeah, I don't know. Short 660. I don't hate it. I don't hate the short there. It's just so freaking volatile, man. I'm like exhausted by this because it feels like you could be, we could be in for like a big move at any time. And so that means you could get blown out of the water really fast, or maybe you could make a ton of money really fast. But either way, it just feels like not trustworthy, I think is how I would describe it. Excuse me. Retry trend line from earlier in the flush of the session. What do you mean? Like from this high back here? Saying like go off this one or something? Because then I think you'd have to go off this one, and then it just doesn't seem that relevant. I don't even think I need it, to be honest with you. $9.05 candle. It's all right. All right, so there's 150 50 points there off the lows. That's 700 level. VIX is really getting a push down now. So if that VIX can kind of close nice and red there, I think the long, it helps the long case. Yeah, stops are massive, Botan. And they happen fast too. That's what makes it like a little extra frustrating about it. Is you feel like you give your trade plenty of room to work out, but it's still getting stopped out in like 30 seconds. Yeah, Corey, I'm wearing a heart rate monitor. Now we chop? What have we been doing for the last hour? It's been so choppy. I almost want to short this just because we've been, kind of range bound here. I feel like the short could make you 40 points real fast. Nice 700 rejection. No, Luhan, this is a trade from Globex. It's been like that all day. Like that trade's been on since I started streaming. That profit. Okay. All right. So no flushy. No flushy. Imagine just grabbing that long and then holding it for like PDL or VWAP or something. Pretty sweet. Chat, I think I gotta end things today. Treacherous, man. Treacherous. Hope you have a good rest of your session. Be careful trading if you continue to trade. Let's get after it tomorrow for a Friday stream. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.